The boy picked up a nail with his mouth and quickly swallowed it. To everyone's surprise, he suddenly gagged and threw up an egg. Then came a second one, and a third. The onlookers were astonished and started tipping him. What began as a simple trick he had just learned was enough to earn him and his mother a month's worth of living expenses. Eager to share the news, he ran home, and the moment he saw his mother, hurriedly asked her to shake his body. With just a gentle nudge, coins began to spill out of him, falling continuously to the floor. Seeing the joy on his mother's face, he promised her that soon he would turn all those coins into gold. But as he grew older, he realized that this street magic could barely cover their expenses. To keep his promise, he would have to aim for something much bigger. Not long after, a huge opportunity came knocking. One day, Houdini was performing his famous handcuff escape act when a police officer challenged him. The officer slapped real handcuffs on Houdini and demanded he escape right there, under the watchful eyes of the crowd. Facing this challenge, Houdini calmly turned around, pulled a wire from his belt, and just 10 seconds later, had the handcuffs off. The crowd erupted in applause, and Houdini immediately thought of a way to make a name for himself. The next day, he went to the police station and bet the sheriff all of his savings on a dare.
Says you can't hold the incomparable Houdini.
The sheriff was reluctant to take him seriously, but Houdini showed off his 8-pack abs and mocked the sheriff's punches, calling them as soft as cotton. When the sheriff swung a punch, it didn't even faze him. In fact, Houdini taunted him to try again. Fuming with anger, the sheriff shoved him into a cell and searched him thoroughly. He locked the door behind him, determined to teach him a lesson. As the sheriff left, Houdini's wife came to kiss him goodbye, but the sheriff noticed something odd. After a close inspection, he found nothing suspicious, aside from a slight yellowish tint on Houdini's tongue. The moment the sheriff walked away, Houdini began his act. He made the headlines, but it was short-lived. Realizing he needed more attention, he went back to the sheriff and mocked him again. This time, however, the sheriff was ready. He stripped Houdini down, tightly chained his arms and legs with iron links, and even made a special mask for him. The sheriff then called in all the city's reporters, eager to make an example of him. As soon as the door slammed shut, something unbelievable happened. Houdini slowly spread his hands open, revealing not 5 fingers, but 6.